live.
I'm just glad that cream you gave me got rid of the anal warts. That was just
All
great
right.
cream, man.
You're welcome. It worked for me.
As long as you're healing.
Yeah. No,
That's all that matters.
that's right.
So. Oh.
Richard, I'm not going to
Oh
be
my
able to use
goodness. Here we go.
those box of
What was
thongs
that?
for you.
Here we go.
What's going on?
Where is it?
I can't find it.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
you need to elaborate, Ben.
I need the link on file 4. Link on aisle 4, please.
There's something wrong.
Because
That
I
ain't
didn't
it.
because I didn't send the link the last 2 times.
Oh, you got the email your message. Okay.
I don't
Just
see
now.
it. Is it? There it is, right there. I see it right down there.
I called it.
Yep.
I called it.
Here we go.
Aha!
Aha! Ça va?
Why am I getting what?
Easy for you to say.
What part of that post do people don't understand?
But you know what? Next
We're
time,
live.
just
We're
draw it
live.
just drawing in pictures. Just draw pictures. And then do like in a flip book.
Attention, retard shoppers. Attention, retard shoppers.
Okay.
Please go to aisle 1. Click on the link. Thank you.
I love you all. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. I'm talking, and then 10 seconds later, I hear myself.
You need to go out and come back in.
What
Or do you have it
medication-
opened
what
up on your
medication you
phone?
take?
Is it
If it's
better?
opened up on your phone too, it might be causing a delay. Click out of that phone till you're ready to go live with it. Kick it out to the back room.
It was working a while ago.
Well, Ben's in here, so he probably messed it up. He's waiting to get Caleb Williams in 3 minutes.
Yeah, Caleb's coming to Chicago, Ben.
Okay.
Lipstick and all.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll be back in a few minutes. I gotta go watch the draft.
Okay.
I wonder if he'll be
Oh,
carrying his pink purse
That's
today.
phone.
Don't start today with me.
He's
Kevin.
gonna, but he's gonna own. He gets the 10% ownership of the Bears, doesn't he? Just for, that was
Yeah,
his
that's what
deal.
he was like. I'm not signing.
Please,
anymore.
that
I'm gonna quit.
101-year-old owner ain't giving 10% of nothing.
Come on,
Okay.
he's the
Our
quarterback
owner is
of the
old.
future
Our
for you,
owner is
Ben.
older than all other owners put together.
Caleb's
No.
the man, Ben.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't you see all those pink pocketbooks and
We
lipsticks he
traded a
wears? He's-
perfectly good quarterback for a bag of potato chips to bring this guy in.
Excuse me.
Okay. I don't think that worked.
You still echoing?
No, now. Okay. Now it's working. Okay.
Kevin, do the
Yeah, you
rest.
got it on the leather page, but you can't see any comments.
Did I lose? Did my batteries go
Oh,
dead?
it's still doing it.
Sound good to
Hold on,
us.
man.
But
Let me mute out. Hold on.
I see the comments. Even though they're
You
from
see the
Okay,
comments
it's
because you're on
repeating.
YouTube.
Well, nobody. That doesn't mean anybody's not. That doesn't mean anybody's commented on the leather page, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all that means. Is all the comments right now are coming from the page, but they'll be on there if he's live in that group, which he is. If somebody comments on that page, he'll see it.
Okay. This is.
Go out and come back in.
Show starts. So I'm going to step out and come back in.
Come on. Where's ESPN?
oh, Caleb's he's dancing. I got an NFL Network on. It's on NFL Network.
Is he
Okay.
wearing a pink dress?
Caleb is dancing around now. He's showing us his dancing ability. He's
Hey! Cut out.
Okay, guys. Okay.
you're
use
so
your
happy,
pro-
Ben. I can
Use
tell.
your pronouns.
What the heck is going on? You guys keep
Or
Me,
repeating.
him, and dumb.
He is dancing.
I hear
I'm
no
not
echo.
talking.
No, platinum. It's I think it's Mark on a Mark's end. He's having a little bit of feedback issue.
Yeah, you guys say something, you say it again. It's everything's repeating.
Repeat.
You just got to
repeat,
go out
repeat,
and come back
repeat.
in. That's all. Maybe click all us to the back room and let your intro video play, and then pull us all back in.
Well, I have to wait. It's almost. I'll do it here in a minute.
God.
I'm Andy B. And Spanning the Globe starts now.
Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm having some issues. I get some feedback in my ear. I may have to step out here for a moment. First of all, let me welcome everybody to the show. Oh shoot, let me step out a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hi,
While we
everybody.
wait, let's dance. It's the Ladies Lounge. Drinks are on the house. Ladies, get down on the dance floor. 1 cent bottle of liquor tonight.
Damn, I should have pulled out the stripper pole.
Please be sure to tip Mark on your way out for parking your car tonight.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to reboot because I'm getting all sorts of racket. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to reboot. I'll be right back. This just started 5 minutes ago. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Ladies
sure about
night.
that?
That's right. That's right.
Everybody, he'll be right back. Okay.
Hit it.
Put on the music, DJ.
Mark's just come in with a double parked car out front. He can't park the Mercedes. Please go out and fix your double parked car for tonight.
Take care of all your waitresses tonight.
Ladies, it's $1.
Hey Ben, I'm gonna pass it to you.
If you dance on the stage, you'll get drinks all night long. Welcome in Ben from his Black Panther party. Ben, help come to the dance party. Andy, we appreciate you joining us tonight. Master Klansman from Ohio.
What?
Richard Ward just got out of the prison. Richard, don't drop the soap. Thanks. Come out on the dance floor too. 101 jams, baby.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This show's off to a great start.
Everybody's tuning in to wait. Is this
Well,
Spanning
let's
the Globe?
talk about the draft when they're doing. Did they pick him? Did he pick number one?
Ben is just so excited about his new quarterback.
You
Ecstatic.
just can't hide it.
I think we got to wait for his new lipstick line to come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
What's
go.
up, Adam?
If I start painting my fingernails like him, you guys get
What's up,
me.
Lane?
Adam did 300
Platinum.
stars. Ooh, what's that?
Raman.
Ramen?
Smith, Vinny, Adam, Megan in the house. Welcome, Megan, to the
I
floor,
can't see 'cause
everybody.
she's on YouTube.
Ladies' night in the house. Yeah. See Megan for all your t-shirt needs. Make sure you go to Megan and get that t-shirt with all your ugly mugs on it. Make sure to contact Megan. She's
That's
got the
Ashley,
t-shirt
not
hookup.
Megan.
Close.
Yeah, that would be
Not
Ashley
close.
about the t-shirts.
Close but not close.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Facebook has done a thing where that's all the issues that we had tonight. Facebook is eliminated APIs, so you can't use StreamYard to link in all the different things to be able to see all your comments. So what you're seeing in Wide World of Belts is the link that he's actually able to broadcast in, which is his leather page. So it's on YouTube and it's on Mark's leather page. If you want to not use the YouTube, but comment tonight, go to Mark's leather page where it's live there. You can see the stream and be able to comment there and we can see it. But that's why there's having issues with the StreamYard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Welcome to the show. Park your car, Mark. How you doing, Mark?
I'm
Welcome
having.
to the show tonight.
I don't know what's going on.
Mm.
Time for some more music.
You want me to pop
Hold
out and pop back in?
No, I was hearing you guys even before I came in here. I don't know what's going on. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Beetlejuice.
No more music. No more music. No more
Come
music.
on,
No more
come
music.
on, Kev.
No. Okay.
You weren't even here.
I'm
in
talking,
here
and
to
in
hear it.
10 seconds later, I hear myself. Yeah, I was hearing you guys before I even popped in here, so I don't know what's up with it.
Do you have
Okay.
it open? Do you have the show opened on anything else in the
No.
room?
No.
Did you reboot your laptop?
Yeah, I did reboot. Yeah, I did reboot. But
Did you start
I
your
don't know what's
cam and
going on.
start your microphone and your camera all over again?
Hold on. I wish you guys could hear this. It sounds like I'm.
Yeah, there's an open source wherever you're using your audio because we're not having it, so it's not through here. It's got to be on your end. So just got to find it.
Well, everyone that's watching, hope you are having a good day. Everything is fine and well. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for
I
the
rebooted. I don't know what's going on. You guys take over the show. I'm gonna
technical
figure this out.
difficulties.
Yeah.
Now your camera's not even working.
Yeah. Hang
Yeah,
on.
it is.
He put the thing down.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. This is. I can't
Look.
talk. I'm talking. You guys talk, and then I hear myself. I hear you guys say the same thing over again. It just started. It started 3 minutes before the show started. I don't know what's going on here.
Wow.
Okay. This is the
I would
comments real quick.
try one last thing of going out, unplugging your internet and plugging it right back in.
I was waiting for myself to stop talking. Okay, just stopped.
Got some type of loop back or something.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me switch internets back to the old internet. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
That's crazy.
It just started 3 minutes before the show started. It was working fine until 3 minutes ago. Weird.
What's
Platinum.
up, Platinum?
I don't know if you guys are hearing me when I'm actually talking or when it's coming back.
Yes, you're
No, I
perfectly
can hear
fine
you
as
now.
you talk.
Huh.
Nothing wrong with your audio mix up, Mike. It's on your end.
Let me unplug my.
It should fix it if you unplug his internet and plug it back in.
That's not it.
Nope. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
My camera's off.
Thanks for checking in, Scott. And for tonight's special, Andy will sing "Old Lottie."
You guys
Really?
take over. I will come back. I don't know what's going on with this.
Right. Well, when Mark takes care of that, let's talk about. I guess let's talk about last night, Dynamite.
Okay. How about that ending?
The ending was crap. What's up,
Total
James?
total garbage. Total garbage.
And who puts their champion, their newly crowned world champion, as an opening match
In a gauntlet match.
in a gauntlet match?
What
I
the heck?
mean,
What is Tony Khan doing? I mean, my God. Didn't let her even do an interview as the new champion. I just
I
don't.
mean,
Well, he's got daddy's billions, so he's going to do whatever he wants to.
and
Well,
now Big Bill's
their
going to
lowest
join
rating
Chris
since
Jericho.
2021
Mhm.
on their
Yeah.
other show last night. It was only
It was just
683,000.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's garbage. You know. It's
like I said, and until he gets a good booker, I will just watch it for the show and background noise. That's it.
Yeah.
There's more problems than just the booking
Just-
there.
They said that
He's trying to be
NXT's
friends with
show
too
this
many of the
Tuesday-
wrestlers.
Yeah,
That's his main
The
concern.
show for Tuesday, NXT show, exceeded the ratings over AEW,
NXT is putting on a
and I
good
haven't
show
even
right
got
now.
a chance to watch it yet. Tomorrow I
NXT's
will.
putting on a good show right now. They really are.
So what do you guys
And,
think about the
what was I
Becky
gonna
Lynch
say?
being a champ?
Well,
I think she had her time already.
I agree.
She had her
had to put
time already.
they had to put it on somebody with a name, so because of Rhea getting hurt. But you know, she
To
was
be
the chosen
honest, I
one.
would have rather seen it go to Liv.
I don't understand why you put it on somebody that just lost the match in WrestleMania.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, why? You know, they could have put
Yeah.
on Nia Jax. I mean, anybody but Becky. I don't get it.
And now I see they're gonna do this storyline between Dominic, Rhea, and Liv.
Well, Dominic and Liv, because what I heard is that Liv is going to try to take over Judgment Day to take Rhea's place.
Hmm.
And then when Rhea comes back, the fans are just going to be in her corner, and she's going to be, make a baby face. So
Yeah, but it was
Dominic
definitely
needs
too
to
soon to give
practice.
Becky that belt.
Dominic needs to practice his wrestling a little bit more.
yeah, he does need some work. He does.
He's got to work on he's got to work on his physique too.
And that Just for Men mustache.
Well, he's got that. That's the same mustache that Eddie had back then. He's got the same mustache, the same hair, everything.
What do you think, Ben? What do you think
Sorry.
about Becky being the champ?
She didn't need it.
Mm-mm.
She didn't need it at all.
Okay,
Right.
fairly cleared up.
She's already pretty over as it is. You want to sometimes use that championship to elevate somebody else to move them into where she's already at.
Yep.
So
Right.
what do you need to put the title on her for? I mean, there was other people. I personally, I might have put it on Nia Jax,
That's what I would have done.
or
What's
I
up,
would have put it
Nora?
on Liv, or
Many.
there was quite a few other people that they could have used to springboard it and to put it on, but I guess she was the chosen one. So
Hey, Megan.
I don't know what happened a while ago, guys, but it was just jumbled. It's like you guys were all talking at the same time. Then I would talk, and I would hear myself 10 seconds later. Then you guys, what you said 10 seconds ago, you'd repeat.
You got a
You
delay.
just,
Oh wow.
So,
it was
good.
it was a mess. I just
You
now
can
know
hear it
what,
okay, Mark? You can hear okay now?
yeah, I'm fine now.
Good,
I don't know what
good.
happened.
we
I had to-
understand, Mark.
I had
We
to
understand.
unplug everything. I had to restart everything. It just started
What-
3 minutes before the show started. I don't know why.
What happens when you park 12 cars in a row? We get it, man. We get it.
I guess. So anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm sorry for the issues.
Vinny.
It's one of those kind of days. Before we continue on, a reminder: everybody, the show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Belt Leathering. By Unique Championship Belts. And by Ashley's Southern Designs. If you want a custom shirt, just send her some pictures, place your order. She'll get you fixed up. She's done many shirts for us. And I want to apologize also for the post earlier today. There's some issues with StreamYard and Facebook. I think Kevin might have covered that while I was trying to fix my issues. We're hoping this will straighten out by next week. If not, we'll figure out something else. But appreciate your patience. Sorry about the confusion. But you can go over to YouTube. There's no issues there. And if you're watching us there, that portion of the show is made possible by partnership with the Brothers Kayfabe podcast. Let me get Vinny's. Hello, Vinny. Sorry, Vinny. They also have a podcast on there on Apple Podcasts and on Linktree. So be sure to check them out. They love to talk about ECW and WWE. So we appreciate their partnership on making the StreamYard subscription more affordable.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
We've welcomed Nor already.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be clear, it's not going to. The only thing there's not going to be really any changes to. It's only going to be on YouTube and in your other page. You won't be able to see it live in Wide World of Belts.
Well, CJ,
Facebook eliminated APIs, third-party apps from streaming in the groups.
we have discussed backstage for the show the possibility of creating a Spanning the Globe Facebook page, not group, but page, just so we can get up on Facebook. In the meantime, all we can do right now is just put it on my leather page and share it from there to the Wide World of Belts group. And Andy, did you share it to
Yes.
Those were okay, thank you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, no more music, please. My head is hurting already.
That was great dance time.
You
Wow.
guys should have heard what I was hearing. Now I know what schizophrenia must sound like. I don't know. I just was hearing all sorts of voices. It's like you guys were all talking at the same time, and then I jumped in the middle of it. I can't explain it. It's just nuts.
Oh, we had a
Oh,
great
Lane?
time. So.
We were dancing. We had a good time.
Oh, we had a great time. It was ladies' night.
I was like, what the hell? All right. Let's get started with the belt of the week, as we normally do this time of the show. Let me get this comment off here. All right, here we go. Oops. Okay, there we go. I think I turned the microphone off. I forgot why I rebooted. This is the Texas Heavyweight Championship of World Class Championship Wrestling. This is a customer belt, by the way. I just finished releathering it this week. And Michael Carruth is the owner of this belt. I hope he didn't mind using his name. He's a repeat customer. Really appreciate his business. This is the red and blue version of the Texas title. This is the Jarrett era. After Jerry Jarrett took over the company, he changed the gold to blue. It's still a beautiful belt, beautiful design. I think he said this belt was made, the plates were made by Jamil Solari, or is it Solari?
Sulary.
Solari, thank you.
Mhm.
So let me turn the light over here. Okay. So I got the what they call the milk and tooling around the edges. Look at that. There you go. And I wanted to, because these plates are a little bit oversized, I had to make a longer strap. It's a 54-inch strap. So Michael, if you're watching, I'm sorry about that. That's no other option here. I put 3 stars over here on both ends, actually. That's your male snaps. And over here on the other side, you got the same side plates. Oh,
That came out good, Mark.
thank you.
Really?
Oh, wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Blue backing.
Look at that
Ooh,
backing. The best
wow.
backing in the business.
I had some blue backing I had left over from some other jobs. I have a little bit more left for another belt I want to do for myself. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, what you think about blue backing since you had the blue banners on that main plate?" He said, "Hey, let's go for it." So I did.
That looks beautiful with the
looks
blue
beautiful.
backing,
Great.
man.
I'm gonna be shipping this belt out to him tomorrow. I asked him if I could hold it till tonight so I could show it off on the show. He said, "Yeah, go for it." So, anyway, there's your belt of the week, Mr. Michael
You
Carruth.
too could have the belt of the week.
Yeah.
You can, yes.
Yeah, just cost you re-leather.
That's all. Small price to
Yeah.
pay. The belt of the week.
So there you are. Thank you, Mr. Carruth, for your patience. I will be shipping that in the morning. I'll pack it up tonight and drop it off tomorrow. He lives in Ben's home state of Colorado.
And Saturday, I'll have a new belt day.
Okay. Also, have a little bit of business here. I am releathering my Premier Dome Globe. I'm gonna show here. It's done except for the lacing. I need to do the lacing, which I haven't started yet. This is my Premier Dome Globe. I'll start lacing on it tomorrow afternoon. And I had it on leather, and I thought I don't want to waste the strap. The reason I re-leathered this is because when I did the other one, I spaced the snaps just a little bit too wide apart vertically on both ends. Because of a picture I saw, I thought that's what it's supposed to be, and it turned out I was wrong. So I decided to redo it. Instead of wasting the strap, I cut X's across the screws on the back and repunched the holes, glued down the flaps, as you can see here on the back. So I'm going to sell this. See, the snaps just a little bit wide. There you go. A little bit wider this way. They're about a snap width apart, farther apart. at both ends. This belt does snap together. That's not the issue. The issue is just the snaps are a little bit too wide, but it's not too bad. It's just not what I wanted. So I'm going to sell this strap. It's perfectly fine. It's like a send out. It's just slightly used. I normally get $350 for a send out strap like this, but because it is a used belt, it's been gently used. I'm going to let it go for $200 shipped. So if you have a Premier Dome Globe and you've been thinking about doing a leather or maybe a send out strap, this is a good opportunity to get a really good bargain on this. It's got my stamp on the back, and
That
I'll let
lacing
this go.
alone with the leather is worth $200, even
I
more.
think so. I'd like to think so. So $200 shipped. I'm gonna put it on the sales post tomorrow. But if you want to hit me up tonight, this is only for the Premier Dome Globe. It won't fit Figs. It won't fit any other Dome Globes. It's only for the Figs, or I'm sorry, the Premier. So, also one more thing, and then we'll move on with the show. I still have this other Dome Globe for sale. This is the Fandu Dome Globe. It's got the United Kingdom flags to the Australian flag. It is the faux leather strap with the lacing. It has a little bit of tarnish right there, as well as on the Mexico side plate. It's hardly noticeable in that kind of light, but you take it outside, it does look like water spots. It's pretty obvious, but indoors, it's fine. This belt sells brand new on the Fandu website for $529, but I'm selling this belt for $350 shipped. It comes with an NWA belt bag with the NWA logo on it. It's well taken care of. Just has a little bit of tarnish, which that's common with Fandu belts. It's nothing that has to do with anything any way that I care, provide care for it. It's just Fandu, for some reason, their belts tend to tarnish. The screws are exposed on the back. It is a great belt. I just don't need gloves. I got the classic shields. I've got the Figures Inc. and I've got the Premier. I don't need a fourth Dome Globe. So I'm asking $350 for that. It does come with the NWA belt bag. So hit me up after the show or check out the sales post tomorrow. I'm gonna give it another couple weeks. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to consider doing another event to get it sold. So if you want it, let's go ahead and make a sale. Okay, so we were talking about AEW's ending last night. Was that a dumpster fire or what?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, big time.
Tony Khan garbage.
He got hit by the
Big
microphone
time.
and went down immediately, rolled over, then grabbed his belly like, "Oh, I just got hit." It was just
Yeah.
awful.
He would have did that if he'd have got hit with a marshmallow.
Yeah,
Seriously. Yeah.
it was awful, absolutely awful.
And he said he would never be part, in any storyline, never going to do it.
He lied.
He
He
lied.
lied.
Who split their pants last night? Who was wearing the purple?
That was Matt, wasn't it?
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
his
know.
pants split.
They split. Yeah.
They have a picture of it on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. That whole show split. Just garbage. And then having the new champion come on there. Let's not hear him talk about how he feels about being new champion. Let's throw him in a gauntlet match.
Let's just put it this way. This is what got me, okay? AEW's first black champion. And they put him right off the bat, the first match of the night. Come on now. I mean,
And not just a match, a gauntlet match.
you put him in the main event. You put him in the main event. You don't put him in the opening.
Mm-hmm. But that's Tony Khan at his best.
Yeah. This whole sound thing.
The
really threw me
guy
off my
does.
game.
That's all
Go
right,
ahead.
man. The guy deserved more than what he got for the first time holding that title.
Mm-hmm.
To me, him holding the title for the first time is kind of tarnished now because he was just an opening act.
Mm-hmm.
Catch up on the comments. here,
And to
guys.
see where he was and how he's come so far, now you put him in the opening act the first time he has the belt.
I'm gonna try to catch up with the comments here. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
This
go
whole
ahead.
sound thing
That's
threw
all
threw
right.
off the rhythm of the show.
you're good,
I
Mark.
actually forgot what I was
good.
going to talk about. Oh, Nora's talking about Megan.
Hey,
Ladies
Tomash.
Yes, we can start off with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just commented.
Did he? Okay, I'm catching up on comments now. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, there was a post. I don't remember which. Oh, it was in Classic Shields. I think they put another group too, talking about a transaction they had with Tamaj Williams. Tamaj Williams. I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing his name. It's hard to roll the tongue the right way, I guess. Anyway, apparently Tamaj bought a belt off of them. I think it was a Big Eagle. He did a belt review on it. I'm not going to real detailed specifics, but he did a belt review on it. They did not like the review and told him he needed to put the price what he paid on it, or say it was a discounted belt. He said that it has nothing to do with it. It's just a review, and they insisted. There were some words exchanged, and they basically went on their page and I think another belt page and
Yeah,
called him out.
they posted all elite belts.
That's it. Yeah. And basically called him out for being a scammer because he did a bad review and said, don't do business with this guy. Well, first of all, I want to address this to Classic Shields. Let me go full screen. Classic Shields and I have a history, a 2-year history, as a matter of fact. And I want to say this to you guys. Just shut up. Just shut up. Okay. You're going to have bad reviews. You're not going to have very many unless you speed up your processes, but your work speaks for itself. It's great work, but you got to quit lying to your customers. You got to quit deceiving your customers. You got to quit saying it's not going to take that long. It took me 25 months to get my plates. 25 months.
Ridiculous.
And then when I got my plates, which were beautiful, by the way, there was a little paint issue, and I did make a post saying that I have to repaint these plates. And I don't want to rehash all that yet. They took issue with that and came at me. Two of the people, their staff came at me wanting me to take that post down as if that was something terrible. No, cross cam isn't on, sorry. But Tamaj had 3 of them ganging up on him. They offered him $50 to change his opinion on the review, which it
What?
yes.
Here you go. Here's $50.
They say, here we'll refund you $50 and you change your opinion.
50.
Yeah.
50.
And tell people that you bought a discounted belt, which has nothing to do with the review. Whether you paid $50 for the belt or you paid $5,000 for the belt, it doesn't change what that belt looks like. It just doesn't. And then to make things worse, it was in one of the belt groups. I guess one of their apologists, a guy by the name of Ryan. I guess he loved his name so much he said it twice. Ryan had to bring in Tamaj's kids, which is something you just absolutely do not do in this hobby.
You do not do that.
Not called for.
No way.
Called for.
Really.
No reason to do that.
What's up, Ethan?
He sent me screenshots of the conversations he had from the very beginning of the transaction where he bought the belt. He asked them, if I recall, and Ben, you can correct me on this if I'm wrong. He asked if they had a Big Eagle for sale. They said, yes, we have a discounted one. We'll sell you. They made a deal on it. He asked for pictures. They sent him pictures, very nice pictures. See, I'll take it. So he paid him. He got the belt. When he got the belt, he noticed some scratches on it. Yes, and he decided he wanted to sell the belt. He did the review, put the belt up for sale, did mention it had scratches. They said, it's not our fault. We didn't do that. We checked the belt before it shipped out to make sure there's no scratches on it. But when they got on him about not saying it was a discounted belt, they said that it was discounted because it may have scratches. So they're trying to have it both ways. And I don't know what to say. I really don't. But they're going to go
themselves in the foot.
Yeah, shooting themselves in the foot, and they're going to shoot themselves in the foot by going to all the groups, calling him out as a scammer. This is not a scam. What this is 2 entities that made a deal on a transaction. One was not happy with the transaction, called him out on it, and it's a disagreement between 2 entities. It's not a scamming situation. So let's get that straight. I agree.
Cut in real quick. That word scam, and I talked about it in my live on Championship Belt Brothers. What was that, a week or so ago?
Mm-hmm.
They like to use that word scam.
Yeah.
They like to use it because it's a catchword. It draws attention. Do they know what the definition of it is? I'm believing that a lot of them don't. And what they do is they misuse that term or that word to gain advantage and to make others believe that's what it is. And that's not the case. And I've said it quite a few times, and I've heard you all say it and a lot of other people say it. Stop using that word for what it's not. Because in the end, it's going to come to light what the true story is. And we have this problem, and I'm not targeting or going after Classic Shields because they're not the only ones that have used that word in that context. They've used it out. Others have used it outside of context, and they tend to try to draw attention by using that word.
There's Tamaj right there.
Well, they figured they use that word, they got all the viewers and all the eyes are on them. That's
Correct.
why.
That's exactly what it does, and it draws them in. And then you have their apologists and their enablers that will
That need
try
shit
to
too.
that will try to back up and make sense and make people reason why they operate the way they do. This is my recommendation. Okay, you can take it as you want to. Don't buy from them. Leave them alone.
Mhm.
If their number of sales starts to drop, they'll feel it, and maybe they'll try to make a change. And that goes for any maker. That goes for any of them. We're in the hobby that we're trying to get these items that we couldn't get when we were kids. Even 10 years ago, not 80% of the belts you couldn't get a decent copy or replica or anything made, nonetheless custom belts. We have too many options and revenues and people to turn to. But when we keep enabling these high-end makers and excusing them, you're making it worse for the future customers and the future and people later on.
The newer people that are coming into the hobby. Yeah.
Right. Not even new people coming in the hobby, new people that's buying. There's somebody could have been in the hobby for the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, got one belt, got
And they're
no
just
belts.
buying now. Yeah.
And they're buying their first belt, but then everybody say, oh, this person's the best, this person's the best. But then you start seeing these reviews, you start seeing these feedbacks, you start seeing these posts and comments about a certain maker. And then that discourages you. So now someone like me with that mentality, I look at that and I'm wondering, should I even turn to these guys? Should I just stick to shop where I know I'm going to get what I want, but there's stuff outside of that box that
Definitely
we want, you know?
Exactly. This is exactly. Yeah.
I agree.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to start selling my Classic Shields belts that I don't want.
Yeah, I mean,
and I've already followed Ben's lead. I deleted belt makers from my personal page, my Instagram, all my social media, and whoever's still on my list, be lucky because you're there for the moment.
Why are we in a hobby where we like to see a review on someone or a maker, or you do reference checks on some people? If somebody got a bad reference check, you're not going to buy from them, right? So what's going to happen when this maker keeps getting bad reviews? You eventually going to turn away from them, except for the loyalists and the fanboys and those that will enable and apologize for said maker. Where do we go? What direction do you want to go in? If we're in this and those makers are over there to make money, and I understand that. I know, because I'm middleman for some of them. But when you have to deal with that type of hostility over doing a review, a comparison video, sharing with the hobby, you know, he didn't go on to
whether it's good or bad.
Whether it's good
or bad.
Right. You wouldn't tell somebody to take down a good review, but you'll tell somebody to take down a bad review.
Yep.
Where does this lead us to? Where does this go? Like, what sense does it make if you can't go into these groups and offer a review, a comparison video,
And they're trying and
unboxing?
they're offering $50 to take the bad review down. What's
Right,
going on here?
right. What's going on?
Bad
Good.
feedback and
Thank
bad
you.
reviews are designed to make you do better.
That's right.
Correct. Exactly. Like I said in my post in CBB, do better.
Mhm.
Do better.
Drew.
Hey, Drew.
Use that criticism. Use that criticism to better relationship, a better product. You know, they spent all day going back and forth with Tamaj, but I'm willing to bet there's probably 10 to 15 to 20 people waiting for an update
Definitely.
on their belts.
I bet
Because
you're right.
Just
let's
last
face
week
it.
on their page last week, somebody posted on their page, said, "Hey, check your inbox messages," which I've had to do 2 or 3 times during my 25-month wait.
Let's face it. Look, you don't want to have to chase somebody down for money that you've sent to them. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $500. You sent your money out your pocket, entrusting these guys to deliver your product in a timely manner. 25 months for plates is utterly ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Yes.
Ridiculous. And it was full of excuses. It was full of diversion. They were taking Mark and they was diverting him
Mm-hmm.
and away from the situation to buy themselves time because they may have made a mistake.
And then he got it after.
Correct me
25
if I'm
months,
wrong.
and he still had issues on it. And then
Right.
when he went to them about it, oh, they were all combative about it. Not
Right.
friendly. Hey, we'll help. We'll take care of this.
Let's
No.
make this clear. We're not just throwing all this weight on Classic Shields. If you got a
this
problem,
is
PM
Bakers
me.
across the board.
If you got a problem, PM me. But this is this is the subject of the moment.
Well,
if you can put that much energy into trying to chase down somebody over a review, give those 10 to 15 people their time, their 5 minutes, their 5 minutes or less to update them on their product, because that's known wide. People say it all the time. Oh, they don't respond back to me, or they're very slow to respond. There's people that's waited 2 weeks for a PM, a simple PM.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the,
well,
me personally,
me
it
if I'm
turns me away
wrong.
from even dealing with them.
They don't care. They don't care, Ben.
No, I believe you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Us as the guys in the hobby, not us directly, but us as a hobby, are the ones that are putting these makers on top. If we don't buy from them, they go down again. They won't go up without us.
Don't
Because
bite the
nobody
hand.
else is going to buy but the people in the hobbies.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
And where would
Yeah.
these belt makers
Exactly.
be without the groups?
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
They're working themselves out of the groups, which is their bread and
They
butter.
sure are. They sure are.
And I want
we're the ones that are spending our hard-earned money on
but
these
then
belts that we want.
We also have people that enable them.
that's
They
what
won't.
that's
They
what I
will
want
make
to address.
excuses for them.
The
Okay, go ahead.
The fanboys.
I want to,
fanboys.
to the fanboys, I want to say this: you guys shut up too.
Yeah.
Okay. You may have good experiences with these makers, but there's some in you have with them. Don't assume that everybody else is going to have the same experience, because most people with Classic Shields don't have that experience. I know 3 or 4 guys, just 3 or 4 alone, that are telling me this after I went public with my situation, that are waiting on the same issue or dealing with the same issue. No communication, long wait times. But then you have these fanboys who are going, "Oh, it's worth the wait." Shut the hell up.
Yeah, just shut up. Yeah.
Shut up. When you got somebody waiting 2 years for a belt you got in 6 months, that is no comfort whatsoever.
No.
It is not worth the wait.
No.
If it's a 6-month
There you
wait,
go.
yeah. But 2 years, no. Yeah, look at this. A handmade, handcrafted crummer. I'm talking about the strap and the plates, handcrafted, hand engraved, 4 months. 4 months.
4 months.
But they don't have no problem posting 100 plate sets, talking about what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They don't have no problem with that. But you need to get someone over there to be that person to
Perfect.
communicate with your customers. You
Maybe
pride
that's a good
yourself of
comment
not
right there.
you pride yourself of not having a middleman. Well, you need to find a representative or something. You don't have to worry about Ben Walker. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I deal with what the way I deal with it, how I deal with it. But when I hear other people saying this, and people turn to me and come to me with it, it agitates me. It aggravates me to know that people are going through this. When you guys could do better, you bragged about having a bigger plant.
New
You
plant.
bragged about have a more of a speedier production.
Which
I
didn't
haven't seen it.
Hmm.
I haven't seen it. I haven't heard it. If there's somebody out there that's getting theirs in a faster time, to let me know. But I've seen some guys wait 18 months for a belt, get it from them, and then lose interest in it, and it is right up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that?
Only buy a CS belt second-handed.
Because they're aggravated at the whole process and situation. Do better.
Yep.
Just do better.
And I want to inject this too. Muhammad Ismail with Classic Shields, when I posted about my paint issue, Muhammad Ismail commented on that post, which is since I agreed to take it down if they would send me replacement plates, just a side plate, not the main plate. And I circled this part. He said, and he might be waited for 25 months or even more. We don't care about that. They don't care that a customer's waiting 25 months. They don't care about that. All they care about is I said I had to repaint the plates.
Only thing they care about is getting their payments.
All they cared about was they didn't want anybody to know that I had to repaint those plates. And they could sit there and say that they inspected the plates, the paint was dry before they wrapped them. That does not happen to plates that are dry. I've gotten I've got several Dome Globes that have been wrapped the same way from other makers. Didn't have that issue. They rushed at the very end because they knew the time was up. I was getting on them, but
tell them about the grommets.
Oh, I got to repaint the grommets too. Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Because he opened the grommets up and they were stuck together.
Yeah, they're stuck together. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So what kind of professionalism is that?
Yeah.
Are we not QCing and what we doing and how we packing stuff? We're just throwing stuff in the bag, throwing stuff in the box and shipping it off. But you want to charge somebody $1,600 for a belt?
Oh, it's discounted though.
If I'm gonna tell you right now, if I would have spent $1,600 on a belt and I would have got a belt like that, I might have taken a flight to Pakistan.
I paid $1,800
for real.
$1,800.
Like that's serious, man. But don't play with people's money like that, man. That's not cool.
But here's what they tried to make it better with by telling me that they upgraded the belt. It was supposed to be the upgraded version, and they charged me for the previous version, which that's fine and good, but it still had issues. Now I'm not saying the plates weren't good. The plates were great. The paint was great. It's just that they wrapped them too soon before they had allowed them time to dry, and they stuck to the paint. When I took them out, the paint had those dull areas. That's all it was. It wasn't a big issue.
James Davis, you're exactly
never
right,
mind never mind the 2-year wait.
Let me ask you this: how many versions is there of the Big Eagle?
I know there's a block logo, a scratch logo.
2,
3, man.
Why are they going around saying there's 17? I'm exaggerating the number. 17 versions of the Big Eagles talking about they got old art. What is old art? What is old art? Art is art. Okay. Mm-hmm. What is old art? That is another cop-out excuse. That's not the way to carry business. Oh, we're on version 6. What I hear other people saying. I'm like, where is these other versions coming from a Big Eagle? Where is this coming from? Why are we continually allowing them to make these excuses up? Oh, that was old art. That's BS, man. Come on.
Well, the first one was a pigeon.
Right.
The first one was a pigeon.
I guess so.
The big pigeon belt.
It was missing the feather under the right flock in the left quadrant in the upper corner of the belt. Come on, man. Let's stop, man. Quit enabling these guys, man. Straight up. For real, y'all. That's ridiculous, man.
Oh man.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Oh,
but the bottom line is,
Kevin, you want to chime in?
Go ahead, Mark. What you were going to say?
Oh, I was going to say the bottom line is this: Classic Shields. Your reputation is being tarnished, and it's being tarnished by you, not by your customers. So get it together, speed up the process, streamline the process, and take criticism, the good with the bad. That's
There you
part
go.
of
That's
part of
business.
becoming a better business.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the end all to be all, regardless of what your fanboys, that sniff your butts all over the place say. But you need to quit going after your customers because they give a review, which I didn't think was a terrible review. It wasn't. I mean, he called out defects, here and there, which
He told the truth.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
Yeah. And I told them I was going to give him an honest review, and they said, yeah, we want that. As soon as I said I had the issue with the plates, they were in my inbox telling me, well, send those plates back and we'll refund your money. We don't want you as a customer.
But that's what they're doing now for bad reviews. They're offering money to get rid of the bad reviews. What does that say right there?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. They said send them back. We don't want you as a customer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
I got the screenshot to prove it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ismail. I'm going to read, and I quote, paint issue, ? Why we pack such, and read it the way it wrote. Why we pack such expensive plates when the paint is not dried? Yes, when we packed the plates, the paint was completely dry, but still there could be chances of impressions while the plates being wrapped for a few days during shipping and during the temperature changes. The paint issue was not our fault. It can occur due to many reasons, but we are still offering for full refund, and we don't want to sell those plates to Mark, but he don't want to give up the plates. What kind of behavior is that? Not happy with the purchase, but still don't want to return, and he might be waited for 25 months or even more. We don't care about that, Key, because we didn't force him to buy from us, and we didn't took the full payment from him. All the balance was made when the plates were almost finished. All caps here. He did all caps. If he is not happy with the wait, he should have canceled the order long ago. Well, let me explain that.
Hold on, Mark. Can you turn that towards the camera so the people can see that? Can
Yeah.
you show that?
Yeah, let me hold a second.
So people, because you're gonna have somebody saying that they didn't say that.
Move the comment so I can see it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Screenshot that. Oh, let me take the comment down. I'm sorry. Just a second.
So somebody can't say, "Oh, he's just paraphrasing," or he's just making that up. We
Yeah,
see that,
don't
right?
care about that.
You see, guys, see the name that's on there that said that, right?
Yep. Muhammad Ismail.
Screenshot this. As a matter of fact, I might put up all the conversations. I have them saved in a file folder on my laptop. I might just post them all in the group.
Yeah, I would.
You can. It's your right.
I
Yeah.
wasn't going to do this, but they're not
Yeah.
going to change until something's done.
There you go, fanboys. Defend that shit.
Yeah, fanboys.
Defend that.
Have fun, fanboys.
Defend that right there. That's your boy. Defend that. You
Read
wanted
that
to
part
jump on. You wanted to jump on Tamaj today. You wanted to jump on Mark when he came out and said something. Defend it now.
Read
I
that
want
part
you
circled
to.
in red.
If you got a problem, PM me. Defend that. That's garbage.
Read
That's
that
not
part.
how you treat a customer.
Read that part circled in red.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care that he waited 25 months or more.
They don't care.
And he might be waiting another
They're
25
the
months.
best, though. They're the best. Is what is worth the wait.
Unreal.
So,
It's unreal.
so you fanboys need to just shut the hell up and be happy with the Classic Shields
Kick
belts.
rocks
I'm not.
till your toes bleed.
Yeah.
I said it.
And if Muhammad Ali
What's
Irfan
up, Laverty?
or Muhammad Ismail want to come on the show and defend that crap, inbox me. You're
They
more than welcome to
never
come on
will.
and defend it.
They never will, ever. No.
It's
They
an
won't.
open invitation. If you guys are
Yeah.
watching, I know you guys are going to watch it because your
Come on.
fanboys are going to send you the link to this. Come on the show and defend that.
Yeah, because they wouldn't come live with you when you were going with about your belt. They wouldn't come
No.
live then either.
All my stuff started these PMs, all because I said on a post is I think I don't remember now, I took it down, but I said something about love the plates, but I'm gonna have to repaint the plates.
Mhm.
I have to repaint the side plates because the flags, had an issue with it. That's all I said. I didn't
Mhm.
say Classic Shields was trash. I never said that.
Nope.
But they are now.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
trash now because that's
Hey,
Bush
Andrew.
League right there. What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Oh,
Look it
just
up.
hate Kevin. Just hate Kevin. Kevin's the only one here.
That's right.
We're tuna fish. We're tuna fish.
Yeah. So if you're going to buy a Classic Shields belt, if you still want a Classic Shields belt, if you want to buy it from them directly, good luck to you. But I would buy
Have at it.
secondhand.
Have
were
at
you-
it.
Hey, I
what
got
were you-
Have fun.
I got 2 of their belts in hand now, ready to deliver.
Have
What
at
Hit
it.
me
were
up if
your-
you're interested.
All yours.
What were you quoted time frame?
I don't remember.
10 months.
Yeah, I
I-
think
I
I
remember you
think I
said
allowed
10
for a year.
months.
I think I allowed for a year.
Yeah.
And I don't think they even started on the belt. In fact, somebody else that ordered a belt said that they talked to them and they said they had forgotten about my order or an order for a Dome Globe and had to go back start it, which was a year into the process.
They just forgot. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey Tamaj, if you want to post your stuff in my group, feel free to do so. And I wasn't gonna do this, but because they're not gonna stop this kind of crap until we stand up and say enough's enough.
And Tamaj, you
No,
could
it-
welcome to post and love those wrestling belts too.
Yeah.
Get the message
No matter
out there.
what maker it is, you got to put that criticism out there, like Ben said, whether it's good or
Yeah.
bad. You
It wasn't
got
even
to,
bad
especially the
criticism.
bad. It needs to be known.
It wasn't even harsh criticism.
No.
And let me be totally transparent here. When I told them first that I had to fix the paint, Muhammad Irfan told me how to fix the paint, which is fine. I appreciated that. The only problem is I'm not a painter.
You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't
Yeah.
have to do that, Mark.
Yeah, that's like trying to tell me how to play the piano. Paint the fence. Paint the fence.
Side to
So,
side.
so he did make an effort to do that because they didn't want to make me a replacement set of side plates. There was just a side plate that was damaged. It wasn't the main plate. The main plate was fine. And I did repaint them. They're not neat because I'm not a painter. I just I don't have a really steady hand.
And the grommets were a mess too.
The grommets from S2. Those are easy touch up. Just a little bit.
I know,
little
but
black.
still, the point
It's-
of
it's
how they
Definitely
point,
platinum.
right.
Yeah, I know.
Point.
They stuck together. They were stuck together in the
They were
back.
stuck together
pulled
like
two
leg.
of 'em.
They were stuck together like Legos.
Yeah, like,
they
well,
were.
like they were magnetized or something.
When he was
Right.
opening it, they were all stuck together in the wrapping. It's like
That
what?
is crazy. But
Okay.
they're the best. But they're the best.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Well, those fanboys could take it, shove it their ass, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey yo.
So I said it. Rim shot, Kevin.
What? Oh,
There you go. Thank you,
There you go.
Brian Allen.
No, it's just like Tamaya said. They got to be able to take criticism, whether doesn't matter what maker it is.
It wasn't criticism that Tamaj did. He did a comparison video.
Yes.
Well,
A
comparison video.
vi-
Okay.
Well, no. I'm not correcting you, Richard, because
Uh,
if you give them criticism, they're gonna react the same way. And
Mhm.
no,
Oh,
no, no.
definitely.
Let's
Yeah.
be. You run into business. You don't want to hear the bad.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Yep.
hear the bad. It totally understandable. But the way that they respond to it,
oh, that was ridiculous. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Mhm.
They
in
go on the
Mark's
attack.
case, and
up,
Tamaj's
Kurt?
case, and there's probably there ain't no probably. There's more out there.
I
And
guarantee.
you guys need to quit being scared to speak up. Don't be afraid to give a review. Don't be afraid to share with these groups because we all interconnect, whether you know it or not.
Mhm.
We all interconnect.
Yep.
And where you read something one place, you're probably going to read it somewhere else and somewhere else. But enough eyes are going to get on it that they're going to be forced to do better. But they're the best. That's the general consensus of all the groups.
Okay.
Is a lot of people consider C as the best.
Here's a post that got them on my inbox, and this is blurry. I'll put it in the post I put on the group, but I'll just read it. I put this post on there. It said $1,800+ and 25-month wait, and I have to repaint these brand new side plates. Unacceptable, but here we go. And I circled where it's right there. You can see that green splotch right there.
Just cleared up
Yeah.
right there.
There you go.
That's what got them upset with me. Now, I guess you could take it as harsh criticism, but it was honest.
Mm-hmm.
How did you mislead
It's a
anyone?
hard-earned money. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
If you misled
Yeah.
someone, I would be pissed.
Yeah.
I would be mad at you. but you didn't mislead anybody.
For the money you paid and the weight you had, no way.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna explain why I didn't cancel my order. Because
There you go.
another friend of mine had ordered a belt from them, and it took longer. He wanted, they kept putting him off, and he just canceled the order and asked for his money back. He put down like $50. He can get it back. He still hadn't got it back.
Still waiting on the $50.
I put 300 down. There's no way I was going to give up $300. I was going to stick it out till this year if I had to, And I'm going to tell you something else, Classic Shields. There are other makers. Now, this Dome Glow is beautiful. This is the only belt I wanted from you guys. But I might have been open to order more had this not happened to me. But I'm going to tell you something. This Dome Globe, as nice as it is, there are some makers that are closing in.
Oh, yeah.
They're closing in. So
Hey, there's the younger guys that are coming up
cheaper
in the making business, and they are doing a lot of good work.
And I'll tell you something else. Some makers are very open to suggestions, and collectors know what they want. They'll make those suggestions, and I guarantee you they will either equal or surpass the quality of this belt. And I'm not saying this is a great belt. I love this belt, this Dome Globe. I love it.
Yeah, most makers they answer their PMs.
Yeah, they do.
In a timely manner.
They do communicate, unlike Classic Shields. When they communicate when they feel like.
I hear too many people say that, man, I messaged those guys 2-3 weeks ago, and they still haven't gotten back to me.
Mm-hmm. They don't care. They
Cuddles,
don't care.
Cuddles, be sure you bring flowers when you guys meet. You guys need a room.
Definitely, Ricky. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. He's
And
right.
and I know there's guys watching this show right now that are fanboys of theirs, and I hope you show them the show. Because this is not us attacking Classic Shields. This is Classic Shields bringing this on themselves.
This is us telling the truth.
Yeah, absolute truth.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
And if they want to come on here and refute what we've said, the door's open. My PMs are open. Message me, and I'll get you on the show, and I'll let you defend what you've been saying about people.
We'd love to talk with them.
I want you to tell us how Tamaj is a scammer because he complained about the belt, which wasn't a big complaint. You guys blew this out of proportion. He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He bought the belt. How could he scam?
Yeah. Showing scratches that were visible in the pictures is not scamming. It's truth. And it's not misleading people by saying, it's just what they said. They said, by you not telling people that you got that discounted belt, people are confused by the pricing. No, they're confused by the pricing because you're giving different pricing to different people depending on who they are.
Yep.
That's
For
what
price,
it
inbox me, PM me, bro.
Different prices for everybody. The fanboys get the best prices and the best weight. The rest of everybody else, sorry.
He got a $900 price because nothing was wrong with the belt. From what they said, it was because it was old artwork belt. Was that what it?
Something like that. It was a stock belt. This was a stock belt.
And because I've not watched Talmadge things and I've not seen most posts, so when Talmadge got it, do we know what he said in the review? What was the problems? Was he had scratches, or was it just compared to somebody else and he said that another belt was
he did a side-by-side comparison with another belt, a very similar belt, and the way they presented it, the way I read it, this is my interpretation. If I'm wrong, correct me.
Yeah,
they presented it as a in stock belt.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't say it was imperfect.
I can read the post if you want.
Yeah, well, they didn't say it was imperfect. They didn't say there was blemishes or anything with it. They said it was in stock. So is that what we're using as a blemish belt now? Is the word in stock?
But what's the first thing they always do? It's always, oh, that happened in shipping, brother. Oh, that happened in shipping.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that quite a few times, and that's why makers, if you're watching, first of all, like and subscribe. If you're watching, make it a habit to take pictures right before you ship.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah.
I ask the makers that I deal with all the time to do that. I only get like a couple of them that'll do it, and the other one's like, oh, I forgot to. Well, I asked you twice.
Mm-hmm.
Take a picture of it.
It's not rocket science.
and wrap it.
Kev, do you have it pulled up?
If you want to
Yeah,
take
I
a
do. I
picture
can read it.
or a video of it, I would take a video of it, of me wrapping it right after I showed you the overview of the belt. Make sure there's no scratches or anything. So if it does happen, then we could take the next step to go through DHL or whoever shipper, UPS, FedEx, UPS or USPS, whatever shipping means that you use or will use to ship that belt, to file a claim, to take care of that, to settle that issue. So now I'm not pissed at you and I'm not pissing you off because of what happened in shipping.
Let me read
Yeah,
it.
the review did not mention the scratch. He was talking about the art and how there's different issues with
Well,
it.
Kevin
as far
has
as-
it pulled up. He could read it. He could
Okay.
read the
Okay.
whole review.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right, this comes from All Elite Belts. Muhammad Ismail said he has a picture of Talmadge Williams' Facebook page and what his top is with his name and a picture of him and his kid. And the post says, "People, be aware of this guy. This guy reached out to us for stock available belts. We gave him options for both stock discounted available belts and brand new fresh belts. He chose stock discounted belt, for which we told him that this is from very old art. Price we gave him for new belt was $1,600 US, and price for discounted was given for $900 US. So there was a huge difference in price just because the plates were old. Okay, that's different. Plates being old than art being old, but anyway.
Yeah.
But there were no scratches at the time of shipping. We showed him HD detailed photos before shipping. Now, after receiving the belt, he stated to defame us based on just a few scratches, which was caused by shipping. A lot of things happen in shipping,
Yeah, so
or maybe mishandled by himself. He is now spreading false information by us to customers and trying to trick people by telling them all lies and bad things about us. Now, we have been told by many friends that he was a big CS hater. Then why would he buy from you?
Yeah,
And he did.
First of all, they said
and
Hatter.
Hatter. Yeah.
and that's what it was. And we did not know. After review, we reached out to him and asked him why he didn't mention that the belt was discounted and the price was almost half of the original price and the plate and art was old. And he replied to us, "I usually don't talk about price," which is totally unfair in the reviews. I want to say something to that when we're done. All of the reviews always start from what price paid for the product. What? After many discussion, he agreed on getting another $50 off US dollars
What's up, Kevin
discount.
O'Keefe?
After which he will clear out the he will clear out the thing. He will clear the thing out in review. But after getting payment, he backed out of his words. So please be careful from this guy. Do not sell or buy anything from him. My thing is, to me, price is irrelevant in all this because you could get a belt that had different art or was old or this, that, and the other. They were still saying that it was in fine condition, fine, and he sent all the pictures. And if Talmadge says the pictures were all good, then what happened in shipping? But if everything seems to be blamed on shipping when there's a problem, like with Mark or you. So either they're not wrapping the belts properly or something. When I've got belts from them, they've been wrapped fine. So I don't understand why it's shipping. But the thing is, my question is the price should be irrelevant because if you're paying $900 or $1,600, it was still the quality of the belt because there was nothing wrong with quality of it. It was still their leather, their plates, their plating, their paint, their everything, and no scratches. It was a new belt. It was just an older version belt of their artwork that wasn't very accurate. So price shouldn't have anything to do with it. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
They made it. They made
They're
it
not
obvious.
sharing their prices.
Like to me, it's the post
Yeah.
that's saying like, look, you got a discounted belt that had problems to begin with. You shouldn't be complaining. No, he got a discounted belt because it was old artwork, not because there was anything wrong with the belt.
Mhm.
That's what I'm seeing on the post, and maybe somebody can correct me on that. Now,
That's the way I took it as
I will
well.
say this: if they both agreed that he was supposed to remove a bad review based on them paying him, then he should remove the review or redo it. but I don't know about that. But like I said, there's a line here. After we discussion agreed getting another $50 discount, he will clear out the review. I don't know what that is about. Maybe Talmadge can speak to that if y'all speak to him or message
Yeah,
him.
they was
But if he
trying to pay him hush money.
okay.
Yep.
Well, if he agreed to remove the review for $50, and that's between
No,
them
no,
and not
no.
me.
He didn't review. He didn't. They approached him with that.
Yeah.
He didn't ask for that. He didn't
But
ask
it's
for
saying
that.
here he agreed to it. See, after
No,
discussions, he
they-
agreed to getting another $50 discount, after which he will clear out the review. Now, was that promise between them two? That's between them two. That's all I'm saying.
Right, but see, they're the ones trying to push this out in the open.
I don't, me personally, I don't like how this is being done. I really don't. It doesn't seem befitting. It's not, them two should have just messaged each other and reviewed and fixed it. But I think this post is over the top by saying, don't buy or sell from this guy.
Right.
Just because he
How
had
would
an issue with
how
the
would they
product.
like if somebody said that? Hey, don't buy or sell from Classic Shields.
Okay, this is where
I
he
think-
Does that
approached
feel
him.
good? Does that feel good?
This is where
Is
he
that
approached
fair?
them. Yeah, this is where he made the deal on the belt.
I want to
He,
finish my point later.
okay. He said, "Do you happen to have a scratched or block logo of a Big Eagle or disputed V1 in stock? And also, how much is that Newcastle 3D Big Gold?" Okay, they said 99 Big Eagle on discount. He said how much? They said 980. Original price 1600. He asked for pics. They sent pics. Let's find the next one here.
That's just saying it's on a discount. It doesn't have anything
Yeah.
to do that it's
Ex-
an older
exactly.
belt or that's way different than the post. Way
Mhm.
different.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
That's just
Screen-
saying, hey, you're having a discount on it.
Screenshots
or a
don't lie.
sale.
So he's asking about other belts. They quoted him some prices on some of the belts. He said, "I think I'll just go with the Big Eagle for now." Let's see, find the other one here. Okay, I'll send it a few. 925 lowest for you. He said, "Okay, brother, I'll send in a few minutes. Any other stock belts over last year, big goals maybe." So he talks about that. He said, "I might buy multiple belts depending if I like them in pricing." And then they send him pictures of these. Asked about nameplates. Okay. And then we go to
Oh, it said 1,500 original price, discounted 12 belt is perfect. No mention of art on that one either. So there was no mention of the artwork being wrong
Right.
up top, correct?
Right.
So far.
right.
Okay. Just trying to keep it clear.
And this is the end of the transaction. 4 to 5 days, nameplates will be ready. I'll just go with the Big Eagle for now for 925. I'll send Western in a few minutes. So that's the end of the transaction. Okay. No mention of old artwork or scratches or nothing.
Yeah, it was just
no.
that we're having a discount sale or
Yes.
a discount on
Yes.
and no mention. So Thomas, I guess he's sending there was never any mention of that. Is that what I'm saying here? And look, me, don't come in my inbox if you're a fan of a
The
maker.
day later.
I'm
yeah,
a
the day
fan of
later.
what CS produces too, but I'm not a fan of how they done, because I've been on the other end of waiting for a 24-month belt as
Okay.
well.
Tomas says he never asked for any money or refund. They offered the $50. Then a day later, they said the money was for me to remove the comments or change my review, and I never agreed to that.
Do you have that screenshotted?
I have it. Somewhere. I gotta find it.
Just because my thing is here, and you guys know, I like quality over quantity, and I have Reggies and I have C4s and I have CSs and I've ordered from CS, and I think they make a great belt, but these type things are very disappointing to me. They turn me off. They don't shine themselves in a good light. They show deceptive practicing. They're showing lying. When you produce something or you make something, you have an ethical responsibility to make sure that transaction from point A to point Z is handled and it gets there. If it's messed up in shipping, that's why you have shipping insurance, and you need to get a different carrier if your belts are constantly getting messed up. Paint issues with Mark, you need to let them dry a lot longer before you mail them, because no, paint does not do that. No matter, temperature change does not affect a paint that's dried unless you are putting that paint in over 200 degrees to make it start melting. And I know that because of using certain things on Reggie belts to repaint them, some of that paint is so dried and hard on after a while that you have to use heat to really get it to melt and come up. As you see, I own many CSs. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8. But this is very disheartening. And I get people can be a fan of them. I'm a fan of their work when they do it and get it on time and do it right. But I'm not a fan of this treatment. I'm not a fan of scolding somebody that just bought a belt. And now it seems very disappointing. I shut up the whole time when you guys were talking. And I know you guys have known some of this stuff before I knew it now. That's why I was listening and watching. But this is very disappointing that you can't take criticism. And nobody would have even looked at this. And this is not on Talmadge, or this is how many people actually watch these reviews. Very limited scope in the grand scheme of things, because you're going to have issues. And somebody having an issue that makes a scratch or this, that, and the other doesn't affect me from buying. What affects me is how I look and how that person handled it. And if they made it correct and made it right. But for this guy to go about it doing this way is disappointing, because you as a maker have to make things right from point A to point Z. And again, going back to nobody would even blip to this. If CS had just made a post on the actual review, brother, we're sorry that happened to you. We're sorry that it happened in shipping. I would love to either offer you another $100 to $50 off or $100 off on your next belt, and a sincere apology, and we will do better next time. You have to have some level of
Simple as
humility
that.
Humility in some things that you do. I just don't want to see lying and misrepresentation and this type of thing. And then it also really, really bothers me deep down inside that I just found out, and I didn't know this at all with Mark's stuff, that they told him that they didn't care that he waited 25 months. That bothers me a whole lot. It really does. And if you're a fan of CS, and I've been a fan of their work, that should bother you. And I hope people aren't taking one side or the other. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And you have to call it out on it. But if you're going to be hypocritical and stand on one side, no matter what they do right or what they do wrong, is, that's not the way to do things. And if you're a fan of CS, then you should be saying, hey, CS, hey, whoa. Like a good friend and good buddy, Mark, you're wrong in this, or blah, 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 you're wrong in this, or Ben, you're right. Hey, Kevin, no, you're wrong in this. Remember, I was going off a couple weeks ago on somebody that popped off, and Ben was like, nope, Kevin, just relax. We got it. The same thing here. It belittles you and brings you down to the level of being argumentative and petty when you do this type of stuff. And this post doesn't seem very wanted or needed from what I see. And especially if somebody is waiting for you to inbox them, and you spend, I don't know how many times watching this guy's review, posting this, going back and forth with him, why you can't scroll down one message and be like, hey, yeah, your belt's on this process. That's a problem, and I hope they correct it. That's my 2 cents. And it's worth nothing, probably.
That's worth a lot to us.
Yep.
And most people out there too, I'm sure. Okay. This screenshot here, because I know that it's small, it's on my screen. It says the original price is $1,600. He sold it for huge discount, $900. What you was expecting? You'll get $1,600 quality on that price. It's understandable. It's years old belt, and we always post and mention our pages whenever we have any stock plates. They all are discounted and imperfect. Now here's where
never mentioned.
Yeah, that's what he says. He said years old was never mentioned to me when buying. I thought it was newer. He said, why do you think it's new? Dick Clean
because they didn't tell him any otherwise. They just said, hey, this is a discount. We have a discount on this belt.
Yeah, and he says it's an old art of Big Eagle, and we discontinued years back. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. This is the $50 refund.
Stop you right there on that?
Sure.
What does that mean? Just because it's an outdated art, you should mention that if it had any defects, scratches, or this, that, and the other. You didn't. You just said, if you'll go back up to that first one, you just said it was fine. It was in perfect condition. It's just the art. It's just like me painting something right now. This right here, this Duke. Let's say I painted this Duke jersey back here. everything's pristine on it, but it may not be accurate to it. But it doesn't mean that my canvas had rips on it, tears on it, or the frame was all banged up and this, that, and the other. That doesn't seem like it's mentioned. This is just getting disappointing to me. Really
Yeah.
disappointing.
So I skipped ahead. There's a bunch of pages here. I'm just going to skip ahead to the high points. I missed the context of this. He said this was never agreed upon. As I've stated, pricing is irrelevant to the discussion in the videos, which it is. He's just doing a review of the belt. You already made a statement on each video. They were trying to tell everybody, well, he got a discounted belt. And he said $50 has not been sent. And then he showed a screenshot of their post, I think on his YouTube video, where they were explaining that the original price was $1,600. He paid $900. He said, your post is sufficient. And so Irfan says, Ismail is ready to send $50. He needs your confirmation that you'll clarify everything about the belt and price in public post. Any confusion? And Tamaj says, when did I say what you are saying would be done? Refunds have conditions that was never discussed. So,
Yeah. So it doesn't seem like. Hold on, keep that up. Can you keep that up? Because there's something on the very top that bothers me too. So the $50 was not for we're sorry the condition that it came in. The $50 was to in his words to redo the post or take the post or change all the negativity in it. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm
Yep.
looking at up top is maybe Talmadge can send the rest of it. Do you see that? What that very
I
top
have it.
first message says?
I have it. I was
It
just
says,
skipping.
do we need to make a post with detailed explanation on pages?
Okay, let me get that.
It was a
page.
threat. It was a threat.
That seems very that caught my eye immediately at the top. If you read that again, it says, "Do we need to make a post with detailed explanation on
Okay,
pages?"
let me upload the page that was before that. Hold on. Save it here.
Ben takes it the same way that I'm reading it now.
It was a threat.
I'm reading it the same way you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's a threat right there.
It is. It is.
Shoot.
I got all this power. I'm gonna make you look bad. That's what they did. That was an intimidation.
Like I said, I've bought many other and you guys have heard me get on here and say in reviews that I think the quality of what they make and produce is the best that you can get in the game outside of an American maker. And you guys have heard me say that. And
Well,
the
their
details
work is
and
outstanding. It's just
and
their customer
like
service.
I said, but I'm trying to build on, because I know I'm going to get an inbox full of messages like, hey man, you love I do. I love their work when they do it, but I don't love this stuff. This is very disappointing to me. And it lets me down, especially for somebody that has contacted them and, me and them have agreed to do another interview about their new shop and their new process, but they were going through cleaning up some of their stuff and we're still planning on doing that interview. But this, I don't know.
Okay.
This is disappointing to me. And I want to hear anybody else from the comments that was a CS fan. Do you agree with what you're seeing here? And okay, so here's
this
okay.
prior page that Ismail. I have to go back to it. There's 3 conversations I have copies of, so I'm gonna have to go back and forth here. But this is Irfan. He said Ismail just told me he refunded you another $50 and you were going to make a post and comments and clarify about the belt and its price. But I saw on both your videos you didn't post any comment yet. Do we need to make a post with detailed explanation on pages?
Yeah, that seems like, hey, do I need to go make a post about this and get people that
Let me see if I can find the other
are
conversation.
loyal to me get in the thing? Because
What about at the top
Again,
part, Kevin,
he
where he says,
didn't-
"I understand."
right, he didn't.
At the
Yeah,
top,
this belt again, they're two different. He's getting 2 different things. This belt is just said, hey, we're having a discount on it right now. You didn't say that there was anything wrong with the belt except it's old art. Now, did Talmadge in the review saying, hey, I just bought this belt and the artwork is completely wrong? But again, then I'll go back to it that his original thing of we're having a sale on it. You didn't even mention the artwork is wrong.
No.
Until
I don't see where that is.
Until after
Yeah.
the fact.
Oh, here we go.
After he got it, okay, that the artwork, even still, you're man, people aren't going to notice little bitty artwork things. Many people do not notice little details here and there of artwork being incorrect. It's about the quality of the belt. So not only was that, but it was also it shouldn't matter about the artwork. Did he get belts with scratches and problems on it?
I'm not gonna put this one up here, but Ismail said we won't be selling anything to you in the future, and Tomas said that's fine. Want me to cry?
I mean, that's the
Uh,
right, but still, that's another thing that's petty, because if I was a business person, and I am, run business, own businesses, people that I sell things to, or this, that, and the other. If somebody said that, I would be like, let me do better next time. This is a discount offer. Now, I would want you as a repeat buyer, because who you talk to, when you have a good meal, do you really tell anybody, man, I just went out to the steakhouse and it was a great steak? But you usually don't. You usually keep your mouth shut. But when you
you're
have a
gonna go
bad
back.
one, when you don't go back, but you usually don't tell everybody. I mean, you go back, yeah.
Right.
But when you have but you usually don't tell everybody that it's great, and you don't blah blah blah. But when you have a bad meal at a place, you usually tell everybody, and that affects you more. But it
Yep.
seems like
You're
that's
right, Rick.
Tomas,
CS.
I'm gonna,
You guys are better than that to tell somebody we don't want your business anymore because you didn't like what we. That's just petty. Just make it right, and you have
What's up, Antonio?
a responsibility as a business owner to do that.
let me invite Tomas to. I don't know if he can join or not. He was out for dinner earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and send him the link, and if he can come in, maybe he can give us side of the story. I invited him to come on the show, and he said he's out for dinner usually this time. So I told him if he could come in. We got 40 minutes left, so I'm gonna upload one more picture here. Let me get it.
Top of the hour, hour one.
Now, we're actually almost to the second half of hour 2.
30 minutes into hour number 2.
Okay, let me do this real quick. Take care of
No.
business. The show is sponsored by Mark Leather, by Unique
Disappointing
Spirit,
as hell.
and by Ashley Southern Designs. And if you want to watch us on YouTube, thank you to Brothers of Kayfabe. I'm sorry.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Well, you know.
guys.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Get
And
them
Ben,
all out the way.
There he is.
and Ben likes it. Yeah.
There he is.
So, so Tomas, I'm gonna send you a link here in just a second. Let me find your chat here.
Does anybody know the responses of what was to that post? Oh, there's 69 comments on that post.
I sent him a link. Okay.
Oh, they stopped. The now
Hey,
look.
Ashley.
Now
There
this is
she is.
interesting. The
Mhm.
admin
Right
have
on
turned off.
Ashley.
The
yeah.
admin has there's no more comments allowed on that post. I don't know if y'all noticed.
No,
that.
that's the other thing. He criticized him because he was trying to defend himself, and they shut off comments, so he couldn't defend himself.
Or were they shutting it off when it got bad because somebody was attacking the family? Was that part of this post? or
No, that was in another group that somebody went after, said something about his kids or.
No,
you
that was
know.
this group because he made a post about it. Top Matt did in this same
Oh
group.
my god.
Oh, it was an all elite belts that
Okay,
guy.
okay, my bad.
You
You're right.
probably
You're right, I see it now.
you probably don't see that guy's comment, but I saw it. I got it sent to me from a couple people.
Was it on this
And
topic?
that yes.
Well, kudos to Matt for calling that out. You shouldn't do that. It's not. Don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
do the
Benny
wide world.
said CS turned off the comments.
I'm at home 24/7. Don't do that there, or you will not be allowed there in or wide world or love those wrestling films.
Okay, here's the last one I'm gonna show tonight.
I'm
And
gonna leave
Fire out a
I
rocket
wanna
in
know it.
CBP for it.
okay,
Matter of
so
fact, that person that made that comment, thanks for being a part of Championship Belt Brothers. You have now been relieved of your duties.
yeah, good
wish
luck in
you
your
best.
future endeavors.
Future endeavors. Yes.
Okay, this one here says Muhammad Ismail says, and you agreed to get $50 USD for more for clearing things up and to tell the complete story, but you failed to do that even after getting the money. He said, Tomas says, no, I was offered $50, and after the fact, you guys made it a bribe. Making changes or corrections was never agreed upon.
Where was that? Did you already show that part where they're offering $50 for the
I was
scratchers
trying
or
to find
something?
it. I was trying to find it, but I haven't found that yet.
Because that's what Talmadge says is no, the $50 was made for the condition that it came in, because that would be reputable to do. But afterwards, they're using it with conditions, right? They're saying,
Yeah.
I'm giving you the $50, but I'm not going to give it to you unless you correct your reviews. Which
Yeah.
again, I go back to the same point as you sold this belt as being fine, and it was just a discount. You didn't tell the guy why it was discounted. It was just like a sale that you had something in stock that you're moving. But even if it had bad artwork, it shouldn't come in bad conditions and scratched all up. I'm
trying to find. I don't think it was in this. I don't have where the $50 was initially offered. I'm trying to find it here. But I'm going to encourage Tamaj to post all these screenshots in order in Wide World of Belts, and if he wants to do it in Landy's group, Andy's offered to let him do that there.
Yep. He's more than
Oh, cool.
welcome. More than welcome.
Okay. I think I found it. It was
There's something I'm seeing here too that.
Oh, I
that's-
think he's here. Here he is. Hello, Tamaj. Hello.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the show.
Yep, thank you. Sorry I can't be on camera right now, but
That's
I can
okay.
talk for a few
You're
minutes
not-
here about things.
You're not that ugly, but we understand.
Right. You're not Kevin Davenport ugly,
Yeah.
so you know.
So I'm only so Tamaj, the floor is yours. Have at it.
Yep, sure. So thanks guys for having me. In a nutshell, pretty much I was trying to sell the belt that I got from them. After the reviews and everything, I decided I didn't want the belt anymore. And things got brought up on the sales post, like people asking about the scratch and everything. Like I never even talked about the scratch on the reviews or anything like that. So I
Right.
told people, oh, it came to me like this. That's how it came. And some people were questioning that, and it was suggested to me by Matt to go to CS about it and ask them about the scratch and everything and see what they can do about it. And
That's
that's
good.
what we did. So
Mhm.
and then they offered me $50 for recourse for it.
I found
And
it.
I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I found it.
And this was yesterday. And this morning, when I got a message at like 6 a.m. or something, they're like, oh, you're going to make a post or clarify what you said in your reviews and whatnot to get the $50. And I'm like, that's not what we agreed upon.
I'm gonna put it
So-
up on screen right now where they offered you $50. That's
Yep.
right.
So they try to change the situation. Like your refund has a condition to it now. And a condition that was never agreed upon or discussed up until that point.
Yeah, because when they offered you, this is Kevin. I don't know if you can see. When they offered you this belt, it was $950, and it was just being discounted. But they didn't give the reason it was discounted. Did they say it from what the screenshot is? There's no more of that. It was just, hey, we're having a discount right now on the Big Eagle
Right.
because it's in stock. But they didn't mention anything about it having any scratches or being even old artwork. Correct?
Right. And admittedly, I will say that's my fault for not asking because I made an assumption because I've dealt
You
with
shouldn't
various
have to.
makers. I
That's
buy
on
from
that.
Yeah.
That's on
I
them.
buy from
That's on
different
them to
makers.
make. Yeah.
And
They weren't
I'll say like
forthcoming.
Nawaz, for example. I buy plenty of stock belts from him. I say, hey Nawaz, you have anything in stock? He'll say yes, and he'll tell me the issues with the belt if it has an issue, like off the bat. And no other makers as well, like GCB or whatever. I ask you if you have anything in stock, and they say, yeah, here's the belt, and any issues, here's the issues.
And you don't have a problem with the artwork, but I can barely tell where any artwork is off or old artwork. You didn't have the problem with the artwork at all, do you? It looks
No.
the artwork is fine. You had the problem with the scratch or whatever was wrong with it, correct? It had some scratches. I've not watched it. I'm sorry.
Yes, and like I said, only the scratch was brought up when I was trying to sell the belt, and people are asking me about the belt, about the scratches, and the fact that I said that it came like that, that's when people drew concern on. Oh, it's CS. They'll never ship a scratch belt.
So
No.
your review didn't even mention the scratch, or no?
No, it didn't. I watched it.
No.
Holy freaking!
Let me interrupt you here for a second. Here's the screenshot right here.
I'm starting to get pissed.
Irfan says the level of full price belts is very high. Discounted belts are not perfect. And so Tamaj says that's great knowing this now. Was I told this a few weeks ago? Which he wasn't.
Right.
I showed that earlier. And he says if you still have an issue, we can give you a little discount or buy our belt back. So Tamaj says how much discount for or how much are you buying it back for? He says $50 on discounted belt.
Okay.
Send me your PayPal email. So this is where the $50 can. It says for them to buy back the belt or discount instead of buying it back. I'm sorry.
You didn't want them to buy it back. You just wanted the $50 off.
Well, I asked both options. We didn't discuss the other option fully, and I talked to one of the other people, the Irfan or whatever, or whoever. It doesn't matter
You had
about
3 of
buying
your
it back, and he said no deal or whatever. It was pretty much the very end of the conversation with Kaleem, I believe. I said this. What I gave them two different options. Like one option is you can either buy the belt back, pay for shipping, whatever, and buy it back, or you can remove your post and comments and stuff about me, and they chose neither option.
Okay, and I saw you got attacked because of what you decided to sell your belt for, which is your business.
Yes.
Right.
Once
Um,
once they sell the belt to you, it's none of their business. They're out of it.
Right.
On your YouTube, on you're selling it on eBay. In the description, do you talk about that it have a scratch? Did you put that in your description on your?
On my eBay page, like I do any belt, I just say belt has imperfections. Check the pictures and stuff, and people
Okay.
you will usually ask about. The eBay members will ask questions about it and things like that. And I have had people ask me about the condition of the belt in eBay messages, and I'll tell them like, check out this picture here. You see, XYZ or stuff like that. And the scratch picture is on the eBay listing as well.
How much is it listed for on eBay?
On eBay, it's listed for $1,200.
Okay, it's got 14. They posted a picture that says 1,400. Is that exchange rates or something? Maybe I'm missing.
Well, I did lower the price, like back on Tuesday or something like that, or Monday, whatever day.
Okay.
So
And
initially,
it's
I
in
believe
the
I
group.
posted
Oh,
it.
in the groups you have it listed for 1,000, which that's very fair because of shipping.
Right.
He
But
put
that
leaving
this
in
is
there.
this is irrelevant though. What you decide to do with the belt afterwards, you can sell it for 5,000.
Yeah.
That's your choice. I don't understand somebody going.
Exactly. I don't know, but admittedly, I will say the eBay listing, had a typo on it, about the belt being quote unquote brand new. Finding out that it's not brand new, I've changed the listing.
Well, I would
based
consider
on-
that still brand new, even though it is brand new because it's never been sold to anybody. It would, and I guess it's used now
Correct.
to you. I get that, but it was brand new from. To me, yeah, it's still a brand new belt. I mean, if you're selling, I mean, it's still even got the cardboard pieces on it.
I would agree, but people don't see it that way. So whatever, it can be used. It's not going to change the price or the condition, whether I
Right.
say it's new or
I
used.
think that's irrelevant from the whole situation. The whole situation is you're getting attacked for giving something that you actually now I'm finding out you didn't even do. You didn't even mention what was going on with it. So
Yeah.
where is their upset with you talking about the imperfection? The imperfection comes from people when you were getting ready to sell it, was asking about it. Is that where they're? Because if you didn't make it on the your YouTube review, where was it that you talked to that they're having a problem with you talking about that it had some imperfections?
Only on the sales post in All Elite Belts, and also had a post in Belt Masters. But
God, how are they? You mean they have time to follow all these pages and follow your? That's just amazing to me.
That's why they
Yeah.
can't respond to messages. They're too busy doing that.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on this real quick. This is the appalling screenshot. This is I don't know which page this was from, but this Ryan, he
This
lives
is
his
All
name so
Elite
much he
Belts
says
here.
twice. Yeah, his echo name. He tags Tamaj in this. He said, "You buy a belt on discount, cry about it, then try to upsell it on eBay. You're a bad person that will reflect in your kids when they get older." So Tamaj has a back and forth with him, and so then Ryan, or just call him Ryan, or bitch, whatever his name is. Anyway, he says, "Seeing how triggered you are over words on social media, hear that, Classic Shields? I can already tell you are going to cry hard when the consequences of your actions come for your kids."
It seems like he's triggered by a guy
Ooh.
selling a belt for what he wants to sell it for.
Exactly. So
Yep.
But I mean, eBay has fees and this, that, and the other. I don't see the bit, but that's still irrelevant from the whole situation. Is he wasn't crying over a discounted belt? He never told why it was discount. It was just, hey, we're running a discount on these belts. That's what that post.
My
that
only
message said
question is,
was,
does this Ryan work for Classic Shields? And what business of it is his?
He made it his
Exactly.
business.
Yeah.
And then he gonna talk about somebody's kids, coming for somebody's kids.
yeah,
this is
that's
just
wrong.
disappointing. man.
I don't know if this guy has kids or not. If you have kids and you're watching, if somebody said that to you, how would you take it? Think before some of you guys say some shit,
Mhm.
because karma could come back to you. It can come
mean,
full circle if you believe in karma. It can come back. You shouldn't be
I mean,
saying stuff like that. That's
why?
way out of.
Why is one side right? I mean, did this guy even read what Talmadge said? No, he's just believing one side of it. When Talmadge is like, "Look,
That's what he
I
did.
was not told this. I was just told they're running a discount on it."
Well,
they didn't
Tyler
even tell me
says,
why. I was like,
yeah,
I would
Tyler
say,
says that Ryan Ryan is a troll. So
Yeah, I did a search for him. I wonder if he got booted or off Facebook because I can't find him when I search for him either.
Yeah, he was
But-
kicked
I
out.
really
of the
hope
Lost
that
Group.
that's
He probably
not
gets free
a
belts.
fake page. I really hope that's not a
Probably.
fake page by somebody. That would be, I'm just really disappointed as somebody that was a fan of their work and still a fan of their actual work. I'm a fan of how they're handling things. That's just disappointing.
yeah, I have no issue with the work
Antonio,
either,
it's
their customer
Ryan
service.
Ryan. He's got
Ryan
two first names.
Yeah.
First name and the last name is the same.
Yeah, I looked for the picture in the graphic from Talmadge, and I can't find that guy. I think he's gone or he left because he knew people were going to come after him for this.
Yeah.
But I can't find him in there, so I'm wondering if he's gone.
But this
Yeah,
this mentality came from the fact that other people were attacking Tamaj because he was trying to sell this belt. Now I don't care if Tamaj is trying to ask $2,000 for the belt. That's his business. He may not
Mhm.
get it. He can ask for what he wants
Yep.
to for it.
That's right.
That's nobody's business. If they don't want to buy it, move on.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's even if it's at 1,400, people don't understand if when they take a percentage, and the more you go the percentage, he's going to have about $100 some seller fee, and then he's going to have to pay even more stuff on the back end between how much he sells.
You got to pay taxes,
So and he's
federal
got
and state.
but still, that's still to me that's still irrelevant what he's selling or doing with it. It's
Good. He should have. He should have. That's cool. Hey, kudos to Matt Panetta for taking care of that.
Yeah, I contacted Matt
he's
and he got it.
he's
taken
been
care of.
excused from his championship belt brothers.
Yeah.
So
And this is not hate on Classic Shields. It's not hate. This is calling them out for their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. Their work is great. Their customer service sucks, but their work is great. They need to improve their customer service. They need to improve the speed of the processes, and they need to quit misrepresenting things that they're selling. If you're discounting a belt, tell people why you're discounting it. Don't tell them after the fact and then call them out on it.
they're A grade product and F grade customer service.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yep.
C.
Sucks.
They're
Sucks.
they're C. Makes them average, right? If that's the average, that's what make them a C. And I know some makers that are above a C, that are above a B, that are A on both. But then
That's
there's
the comment, Ben.
that's what that is.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I saw the
the handling the criticism is what and then you're making it
Oh, I
worse
think I saw it.
when 4 or 5 of the people that work at CS let one person handle the issue with Talmadge and what he's going through. You don't need 3 or 4 other people to message him
Right.
because they're confusing the whole thing too. Because we see the screenshot, he was not told this, and it didn't matter if he was told and bought the belt at 1,500. He should still be told if anything's wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what my issue comes down to be. And then my issue it comes again is how they're handling things seems very, very petty to be doing it this way. And like I said, you should be just saying, hey, as a business person, sorry you had that experience because you're still responsible, even though it gets scratched. You're responsible to make sure a product got to where it is. If it doesn't, then you go to the carrier and say, look, here's my insurance. You messed up a belt. It was damaged. Here's the thing. Give me my money because I'm giving it to the person who I just sold it to. That's your responsibility as a business person. That's ethics.
Yeah.
And it would have been a nothing burger if you would have just posted and told them, sorry that happened. We'll give you another $150 off on your next belt.
No,
And it would've
not instead of going all day with this man back
That
and
would've been
forth.
it.
Yeah.
He's
Would've
been
been
going
it.
all
And-
with Tamaj back and forth over this whole situation because they want to prove themselves to be right. And
Very
Tamaj,
Sorry they
disappointing.
brought your kid on in it, man. That's disrespectful also.
Very disappointing.
and you can see in some of the screenshots, Tamaj said there was wrongs on both sides. You don't see Classic Shields saying that. Say, hey, let's get this together. Let's squash it. Let's settle it and move on. No, they kept wanting to go on and on and on and on all day long.
Yep.
Why
Because
was
they
Yeah, but when
wanted to
somebody says,
divert
hey,
it off them onto
when-
him. That's
Right.
what they
When somebody
wanted
says,
to
hey,
do.
I'm running a sale, I'm running a discount on this belt right now, I wouldn't think that there'd be something wrong with it. You would say, hey, we're having an imperfection sale. We've got these belts with these imperfections. That's how you present it. You don't say, hey, I'm having a sale right now. Because when people have sales on products, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with it. But you do have refurbished sales, imperfect sales, those type of things.
Mhm.
That's where the clarification needs to come.
Right. And
And
it wasn't
from what I'm
presented to me
finding
as that
out
way.
tonight, I'm just really disappointed in it. I really am.
That's ridiculous.
But
But-
again, if you're interested in the Classic Shields belt, I mean, if you want to buy directly from them, that's up to you. You're taking a risk. You're going to be in for not a risk, but you're in for a long wait, long wait. But I would suggest buying secondhand. If I ever know the Classic Shields, that's what I'm doing.
There's specific guys in the hobby that just seek secondhand Classic Shields belts. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why
Because they don't
why
wanna
are they
wait.
doing that?
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
want to
because
wait, and
wait
they don't
time.
want to deal with the hassle of trying to even get an update on a belt.
Yeah.
And that don't go for everybody. There's guys in the
They just
hobby
want it
that-
in a reasonable time. They just want their belt in
Right.
a reasonable time.
right. I don't want to wait so long that I forget that I ordered the belt.
Or
I don't
even
want
maybe
my belt when my kid
every few
graduates
months
college.
give an update to it. Maybe even if it's 24 months, be that up front. Say that up front. Hey, it's 24 months, and I'm gonna make sure you get an update every 3 months.
Your expectations is there 100%.
For 3 or 4 months, my update was your plates are in polishing.
Boy, but
Yeah, that happened to me. That it was
Man,
in
those
lettering.
pla-
it was
those
in this,
players-
and-
Those plates still be so polished you can see them from Pluto.
Yeah.
I'm sorry this happened, Thomas, and that you're being attacked for something that you didn't cause and you didn't do. I don't see fault on your end, and I think they're kind of being petty on their end. So hopefully they'll
agree.
wise up and just say, "Look, we're bad. Delete it. Let's move on. We'll give him a discount on his next belt if he wishes in the future to order from us." That's what should happen.
Right. And my only thing was just bringing the community awareness to the situation. Like, people need to know about it. I'm like, if you're gonna make a post about me, then people are just gonna get the whole truth now.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I thought we settled the
That's right.
matter privately, but apparently not.
Yeah, because y'all did, because there was nothing. It was private, and not to knock, but how many people are going to go search out for a belt review that they might not know? But even your belt review didn't say these issues, did it?
No,
No,
not
it
at all.
was
See-
fair and honest.
They made the issue. So this is funny. CS brought to light that they did this, that they lied, that they misrepresented the belt, that they tried to pawn off of they brought all of this to light, not Thomas. Does anybody see the irony in that?
Thomas kept
No,
telling
yeah,
them
yeah,
that.
Exactly.
Thomas kept
Yeah.
telling them that.
They tried to pull the same
They
stunt on me.
highlighted it, not him.
They threatened to make my situation like we're going to put these screenshots out. So I got the same
Right.
screenshots. Go ahead.
Right.
Oh, we'll make you some replacement side plates. Okay.
I was
I
like,
just-
please
I don't
show
get
the
it. Just-
screenshots. Go ahead.
CS, my recommendation.
I mean,
will
do
just
they
go a
think we're
long way
stupid?
to-
We don't take screenshots of messages that we talk with them just in case it goes south.
It'll
Right,
go a long
'cause
way
I've
in
had
any
this issue
business.
too, where I have discussions with makers and they go back in the chat like hours later and remove all the comments that they made.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're doing that. They're
Uh,
doing that. That's why you need to screenshot them.
hmm
Yep.
So every step of
know,
the way, I screenshotted everything that
Mm-hmm.
It's just
the three
it,
people
it
from
goes
Classic Skills were talking about.
it goes
There
so
you
far,
go.
just like I talked about with that bad meal thing. If a manager had come over and said, "You know what, your meal's on us tonight," you would have never talked about how bad that burger was or that steak was. The same
Nope.
thing. CS. If you're contacted with an issue, we're sorry your belts are arrived scratched. You don't even have to give a discount then. How about you could probably even say on your next one, I'll give you $150 on of your next belts. We'll make improvements, or even a $50. $50 is not going to hurt you in a belt
Yeah.
because you can go back to the carrier and get that money for the damage.
Right.
Please
And
send
my
us those
thing
because we need to
was-
sell our carrier these pictures.
right, my thing was I never even asked for the $50. My only goal was for them to be more transparent with people. Like, for your future customers, you need to tell them that there's something wrong with the belt. Like, they don't want to say, "Oh, we're gonna give you $50." Like, that was on them. I don't
Yeah.
even want the $50. I don't care.
Wow.
And then they
They
come
shot
at me as
themselves in the
well.
foot.
Then they come at me as well saying, "Oh, you can't afford a full price belt," and they
Oh,
said that too in the comments.
Yeah, saw that. Saw that.
Like, I didn't even address that. Like, I don't care about your $50. You can keep your money. I might even send it back. I don't even care. Like, that has no bearings on the review or anything that's going
Yeah.
on.
But Ismail even told me, he said, just send the plates back, we'll get a refund. We don't want to sell to you. We don't want your business. That's excellent customer service.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And I'm happy about that. I told my wife, she's like, "Good, you can't spend any more money from them."
Right.
But they're shooting themselves in the foot by them going public by calling you out as a scammer. They shot themselves in the foot.
Yep.
And before you leave, I know you have to go here in a minute, but before you do, I want to encourage you to put those screenshots in my group and Andy's group and
Yeah.
any other groups. And I think Ben
Definitely.
probably let you do it in his group.
Spread the word.
Yeah. And I
You're
think I'll do the
more
same
than
thing about
welcome
my
to,
situation.
Talmadge.
Will do. I'll post the best screenshots. There's like 75 of them. We're not gonna. I mean, unless someone wants them, I can send them privately. But we'll post.
You
the good
sent me
stuff.
3 different emails.
Well, I think the
Yeah,
ones
I'm like,
that
I
I
tried
think the
to
ones
separate
that
these
make
things just so you can,
I think the ones
navigate
that
it.
the ones that make the most things is when you initially inquired about the belt and how much it was. That main one talking about we're having a discount on a Big Eagle right now. That's the one to share, and then the $50 interaction stuff, and then also to mention that in your YouTube review you never mentioned any of this stuff.
Right.
That's what's amazing to me is all this came to light because CS said it. That's just
Yeah. Yeah.
They
We
stabbed
screwed this
themselves
guy
in the
over.
foot.
We screwed this guy over. We're going to call him out for being a scammer.
Right.
Right.
And on a post where I can't even comment on, and in groups that I'm not even in.
Yeah. But that they did you like they did me. They wanted that negativity taken down. And yours was less negative than mine was.
Right. And I
Yours
never
wasn't
even had
even
any
negative.
public negativity. It wasn't
Exactly.
even public. They
Exactly.
made it
Yeah.
public.
They wanted it to go away. They're going to offer you anything they could to get that to go away.
yeah, that's it. That they made it public because his review didn't have any negativity in it. He's saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
unreal. This is I'm disappointed in them.
Well, Tomas, thank you for sharing your story with us tonight. Sorry you had to go through that.
Yep.
Hope you get a fair price for your belt.
Thank you guys. Thanks for
No
having me.
Yeah,
And
thanks for coming on,
Thanks for
Tomas.
coming
great
on.
show.
Hey, thank you
Thank
for
you.
thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for leaving it better than you found it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir. All right. Thank you guys. Take care.
Take care,
All right.
Talmadge.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Tomas Williams. All right. Quickly, we still have 14 minutes left. I'll remind everybody I do have this strap for sale. This is for the Premier Dome Globe. This is going to be a send out. It is slightly used. I had it on my belt. And the only reason I'm selling it, I redid mine, is that these snaps are just a little too wide apart. But they do snap because both ends are the same way. The correct way to have done this, and I did this because I looked at a picture wrong, is there should be one inside here instead of as far apart as are. So I normally charge $350 for a send out or a re-leather of this belt with the lacing. It's got the lacing, very nice lacing. But I'm going to accept $200 shipped for this. If you ever consider doing a re-leather for Premier Dome Globe, this is a bargain. It's $150 off the regular price, so get it before it's gone. I don't think I'll have it very long. So
Did
it
you
is
sell that NWA belt that you had for sale?
the Fandu? No, I still got it.
Would that fit on that?
No,
Or no?
it's way too big. No, this will only fit the Premier. It won't fit the Figs. It won't fit Fandu. It won't fit Classic Shields. It won't fit any boots. I mean, you can maybe make it fit a boot, but it'll
Copy
make
that.
a mess of it. It'll make a mess of it. But this has the holes already cut out for the Premier. All you have to do is take your strap, your factory strap, just unscrew it, screw it on here, and it's ready to go. Ben has a send out strap for this belt
Yes.
that I did.
It's beautiful on my favorite belt.
Oh, you're saying that because it's true.
Wow, the Atlanta Falcons took the quarterback from Washington.
I did see where the Bears officially got Caleb Williams. I hope they spell his name right on the back of his dress. I mean, his jersey.
Ben is so excited about that.
Yeah.
I don't like it here. I'm out of here.
Like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. Man, I'm so disappointed. I'm just, I thought I just can't believe what transpired with how they made it public themselves. It wasn't.
That wasn't very bright, was it? It wasn't.
No.
I mean, I'm still a little bit confused. I'm like, he's saying on his YouTube thing, he didn't talk any negativity about anything he said, or there was scratches on it or anything.
No, he did the review and he said he was going to do a side by side comparison with the same belt from a different maker. That's all he said.
So what were they asking to alter with the $50? That's what I don't understand.
I think because on the sales post, people were asking about if there are any imperfections. He said there's some scratches.
Aha.
I think.
Aha.
Aha.
Aha. Oh, this
Yeah.
guy's banned everywhere. He's my main
It-
man.
You know, I've been fortunate in the leather craft is that I have not received any negative criticism or anything like that. But if I do, and I always expect it, but if I do, I'm gonna make it right. I've made it right before I got the criticism.
And that's what anybody should do when they're in that type of business. They make it right.
Yeah.
And if the person's still unhappy afterwards, it doesn't matter because you did what you had to do to make the situation right. The person may not be happy with it or want to come back, but you did what was ethically right.
Well, I
And
did
Ethan,
that.
Ethan just talks anywhere and somebody bans him. And Ethan's one of the most honest persons, in this hobby, and will tell you where it is and what it is,
Yeah, shoot from the hip. Like that.
I did that European WWF European for Richard.
Yeah, that is true. Do you see this? It wasn't even he says, I just don't agree with the price point of I think
I
it
was
was
just going to mention that, Mark. Go ahead.
I bought those European plates off of another collector and put them on leather for Richard. And I cut the strap out and realized there's an imperfection. It wasn't my imperfection. It was just a part. I cut the strap in the wrong spot on the piece. And there's a thin spot. And there's no way I can make the edge look good. So I told Richard, I said, I'll send I'll have to start over. And I discounted that last payment. I can't remember how come. Can you remind me?
You
mean, and this-
didn't like the way it turned out.
Okay.
And this comment's true too. I mean,
In your
don't
opinion,
don't be a simp. Don't take one side of it up when it's wrong because that hurts your reputation. That hurts your value. That hurts who you are. Stand up and be a man because when you leave this earth, all you have is your word, your dignity, and your faith. Don't be that. Just say, hey, you guys, made it the wrong way. Or you did it the wrong way. Don't defend something because I'd like to see if I'm a fan of the work. I have many of their belts, so you can't come at me with that. But I mean, you don't defend something that's indefensible because it doesn't make any sense. I just like to see if those people that call themselves a fanboy, what the response to this is after seeing the actual proof instead of jumping on him first.
Antonio, I hope that works out for you because you're probably gonna get a lot of business. Really do. Hey, Jason,
one thing I'm going to say.
Oh, who left?
Good.
I was gonna say, Jason, I'm sorry. I meant to have you on the show this week and I completely forgot. So if you're willing to come on next week, I'd like to talk about that belt you antiqued. And maybe have you show it off if you haven't sold it.
One thing I want to tell you guys, Mark, when it comes to Mark doing a belt for me, business and friendship is separate.
Right.
And the way Mark goes about doing it, I think is the best way to handle your business. I didn't ask him for any updates. He provided them for me without even me asking. And he said, oh, hey, I cut the strap. It didn't come out the exact way I like it. So I'm going to start it over. He redid the belt completely, and he still didn't like the way it came out, but I still wanted it.
Here's
that's
the
what
other
he told
thing.
me when he told me.
When you're running a business, expect these things. Don't get your business so big. Don't get your business so big, or because Mark's a one-man operation. I know Mark wouldn't have 15 orders that he's working on at once and not be able to keep up with them or the even inch. If you're a one-man operation, don't take more than 2 or 3 releathers at the time so that you can't even give people the proper updates. That's the big thing too.
Well, Jason, don't let me forget. Remind me because I will forget. And Glenn, go screw yourself.
I'll remind you.
Okay, I know Glenn. He's funny. Don't you have a bathroom to clean? Doesn't he have a bathroom to clean? You remember that?
Right?
Yeah, Mark sucks while he parks cars.
Glenn, I appreciate you watching the show. I don't think you ever watched the show before, but I appreciate it. Welcome.
Hey,
to the
Glenn,
show.
don't you have some food reviews to do?
Richard and I know Glenn Smith from the promo hobby, so promo groups. He's always full of criticism.
Long time no see, man. Good to see you.
Which
I know
I'm
you want
going
you
to
on
get in. I'm coming after the warden. You hear me, warden?
Yeah.
I'm coming after you.
Let me throw in one more
Don't
quick
say
thing
you
here.
bring it.
I'm coming after you.
Did
I
anybody
gotta
else?
get my.
Did anybody else see this?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Somebody said that it's illegal to dox. I know Kevin can attest to that. It's illegal to dox somebody, but somebody's saying this is not even a real number. But that's not a good thing either way. So true or not.
What is this?
Lars
Lars
Sullivan
Sullivan.
allegedly called I think it was a spa or gym, and threatened somebody using a lot of profanity over the telephone and didn't block his number. And so they called him back and let him
Why is
have
it?
it.
What does White Ring have to do? Because somebody commented they has to be right wing.
I don't know. I'm not even sure if this is true or not, but it's
God,
just
we,
funny.
we live in such a hateful and
Yeah.
weighted down negative world. I mean, take me back to the 80s and 90s when you didn't have all this cell phone, all this stuff, and everybody. It's just be kind to each
Right.
other and be humble. Take it. It's coming from me. You never know when it's going to. And Ben had a health scare last week. You never know when it's going to come. And all this stuff that you're arguing, hateful politics, who all that person that only wants your money politics, it doesn't care about you either because it's apparent. Just stop. Be happy. Love your family. Keep your friends close. Be humble. Turn the other cheek. Walk the other way. If you're swung on, swing up. Knock them down.
Antonio, I think I'm right behind you there. Need to reset myself, but I'm gonna take on a couple more.
Had
of
a
those
good
jobs.
time with those guys over at Goat Milk Diaries last night.
I missed the show. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay.
So
I
great.
usually
Make
catch
sure
it.
you watch them.
I was
Join
trying
Love
to
Those
finish-
Wrestling Belts. CBB. It's a great thing.
I was finishing up this Texas belt last night. Didn't get a chance to watch. Sorry about that.
Got to watch it. Got to watch it. Go join their group too.
One thing, can I jump in here?
No,
Kevin just reminded
go
me.
ahead.
Well, I don't like it here. I'm going.
Ben.
Thank you everyone. You guys, you four guys here, everyone else out there. Thank you guys for your thoughts, your prayers, your well wishes. I'm doing a lot better. Hopefully I'll stay that way, but thank you guys all. I laid in the hospital bed last week and it sucked. And they don't let you sleep. They're putting a damn blood pressure cup on you every 2 minutes. But thank you all for the messages and everything. I appreciate
they
you
up-
guys, man.
They uplift you. They uplift you, don't they? That
Yeah.
means a lot to reach out and
Yeah, I had to
focus
get
on
that
that.
reduction. I had to get that reduction done. So
Yeah.
As the song says, Ben,
I've been a benefactor to that.
that's the most 3 feet I've ever missed.
that's
I
what Brett-
walked in the room last night, and this is what you heard.
I can walk without making sparks now.
But
I had to do that, Antonio.
in
Road
all
rash.
honesty, let's do
Thank
that
you,
before
Nora.
we leave.
Thank you, man.
Let's do that. Let's give a shout out to somebody in the hobby that's been kind to it. Let's do that before we leave. Let's end on a positive note. Ben just did his. Andy, how about? Appreciate it, Andy. How about you?
I'm sorry, my daughter was coming in. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Just end on a positive. Thank somebody. A shout out to somebody that's been kind to you in your messages. Anything. End on something. Give everybody give a shout out to somebody.
Everybody that you see pictured right here. These guys are like my brothers.
There you go.
We talk every day. Love you guys. Thank you for being there.
Go get me emotional here, man.
Hey, it's true.
I got to piggyback off of Andy. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Kevin, Ben, Mark. You guys keep me level-headed. We all back each other up when we're down. We all back each other up and we bring each other up. I mean, we threw prayers out to Kevin. Look at him now, man. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And we all deal with our stuff, but at the end of the day, we talk in the chat, and it's like, didn't I just talk to you 5 minutes ago?
But get you a support system. Get you guys that you can lean on, that you can talk to. For me, I'm going to thank these guys here. I'm going to thank Ethan and Antonio Platinum for thank Plink Platinum. Platinum watches every podcast.
Yes.
Support it, comments, talks. He supports the page. Brian Allen's always watching. Great guy to talk to. Will get you laughing anytime. Colin over
Definitely.
at C4 is a great guy, humble, nice, talk to you. Thanks to those guys. Thanks to my wife for all that she does. She's a caretaker for me. These guys hear about what's going on in my life, and they know, and they pray, and they take care of it. And when I'm hurting and my head is bad and I can't even get up or look up, reading their messages and listening and
Yeah,
laughing.
shout out to Logan, guys. Shout
Yeah.
out to Logan.
Yes.
Get your little group chat going with some guys. There's many group chats in there, and just talk with them every day. It'll get your mind at ease. It'll relax you. So I appreciate all that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shout out. I don't know if he's still watching or not, but Vinny Carquito. Well, he and I have recently connected through Facebook. We talk back and forth, and we're friends till recently. So we've had some good conversations. We don't agree on politics, and that's okay. That's what it's about. But him,
Love you
AD
too,
Terry,
Andrea. One of the sweetest girls in the hobby too, right there, Andrea.
AD
There you
Terry, I want
go.
to give him a shout out.
No problem, Platinum.
he's
You're
always
going to
a-
be on Double Drop Kick coming up, Platinum. Sorry, I didn't mean to plug my shell on your thing.
That's all right. I want to shout out AD Terry. He's a loyal viewer to the show. If he can't watch live, he'll
Shout out to
record it.
AD.
And Tony Thorpe. Tony Thorpe's one of the nicest guys, if not the nicest guy in the hobby.
And don't
To be a,
forget,
Cana-
yeah,
to be a
Tony
Canadian,
Thorpe
yeah.
also.
To be a
don't
Canadian.
forget
yeah.
Drew Aldridge Boyd. He watches
Drew?
with us every
Yes.
week.
Yes, Drew Aldridge Boyer. I want to thank each and every one of our
Drew,
viewers that watch every
definitely.
week.
Yes.
Nor,
Nor? Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Cuddles. Gotta give Cuddles a shout out.
Oh, good old
But
Cuddles.
sincerity.
Platinum.
Yeah, you guys.
Platinum, definitely platinum.
You guys can attest to that. It doesn't matter if one person, you guys do it, and the things that I do, you do it for fun because you like getting on here and you talk and hanging out and having a good time, whether one person or 10 persons watching. But you guys make it great when you come in here and watch it. And none of us are doing this for
Thanks for watching.
success or money, this, that, and the other, just because we love the hobby and we love joking and we appreciate all
Exactly.
you
Thanks,
guys
Vinny.
out there watching. Thanks for you guys' support for Double Dropkick that's coming up. Tuesday night will be the first episode. It's going to be great. I appreciate all you guys' stuff.
Awesome. Can't wait, Kev.
And all these guys are going to come on, be a part of it. Ben's episode of the dark side of the room or removing 3 feet. That's going to be an episode coming. So just be kind to one another. Be humble too.
Yeah.
Be humble.
Don't forget my show, 2 inches from the ground.
There you go. Deep Waters.
It's,
Deep
it's
Waters.
called it's called Dribble.
Forget
on
my
the
show.
Ball.
I'm going to go take a nap.
Okay. Kevin O'Keefe, another one to watch. It.
Hey, you're coming on Double Drop Tickets to talk some stuff with gaming, and Mark's going to come on talk about his leather stuff. I got some other stuff to talk with Mark. I'm going to have Mark as a guest.
Oh yeah,
We're
that's
just gonna
right.
have some
Gaming.
fun.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a new podcast coming back. Antonio, hold
Definitely
it. There's a
Kevin
new
O'Keefe.
podcast coming back called Nerdcast.
Thank
You
you.
guys remember the old Nerdcast?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is being revamped. Yours truly, along with Mr. Mr. Tony, bringing back Nerdcast. Watch for
There you
that.
go.
All nerd stuff, not wrestling, it's just nerd stuff. Star Wars, lightsabers, all kinds of stuff.
The good stuff.
That's coming
Good
back.
stuff, Kev.
Okay. With
Good
that, with that, we're going to bring into the show. We went a little bit over, but I didn't really have a plan for the show, but I did want to talk about the Classic Shields thing, and that took the majority of the show. But I want to thank everybody for being patient with that and being patient with me with the audio issues I was having earlier. You had to hear what I was hearing; it was just awful. But so come back next week. We'll have another good show for you. Until then, we hope you have a safe and happy week. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Have a blessed one, everybody.